Task 1.11, Applying Supply Chain Risk Management Concepts. This is a crucial area in modern cybersecurity as our interconnected world relies heavily on complex supply chains. And remember, if you feel we didn't go deep enough on any concept, use the LLM-assisted prompt at the end of this to go deeper. So let's get started. In this session, we cover two main subtasks. One, risks associated with the acquisition of products and services from suppliers and providers. And two, risk mitigations. These concepts are fundamental to supply chain security and will appear throughout your CISSP studies. Keep in mind that security concepts are interconnected, forming a holistic system. You'll notice some familiar terms and ideas from other tasks. This repetition is intentional, and it helps reinforce key concepts. Now let's break down each subtask. Alright, subtask 1 focuses on risks associated with acquiring products and services from suppliers and providers. There are 5 key risks we need to understand. 1. Product tampering. This involves malicious alterations to products, potentially introducing vulnerabilities or malware. For example, a compromised supplier might insert malicious code into software or hardware components. 2. Counterfeits. These are fake products that may not meet the security or quality standards. Counterfeit hardware or software can introduce significant vulnerabilities into your systems and may not perform as expected, leading to security gaps. 3. Hardware implants. This is a sophisticated attack where unauthorized hardware components are embedded in products. These implants can facilitate cyber espionage or serve as backdoors for future attacks. They're particularly insidious because they can be very difficult to detect. Supplier trustworthiness. This involves assessing the reliability and security practices of your suppliers. A compromised or untrustworthy supplier can introduce vulnerabilities across your entire supply chain. It's crucial to evaluate not just the products, but the organizations providing them. And 5. Supply chain security. This overarching concept emphasizes the need for robust management practices to ensure the integrity and security of acquired products and services throughout their life cycle. It includes everything from supplier selection to ongoing monitoring and incident response planning. The risks highlight the complexity of modern supply chains and the need for comprehensive security measures. They're not isolated concerns, but interconnected issues that can impact your entire security posture. As you progress through your CISSP studies, you'll see how the supply chain risks relate to other domains, like asset security, security architecture and engineering, and security operations. Remember, understanding these risks is the first step in developing effective mitigation strategies, which we'll cover in the next slides. The CISSP exam may present scenarios involving these risks, so it's important to recognize them and understand their potential impact. Risk mitigations for supply chain security. There are 6 key strategies we need to understand. 1. Third-party assessment and monitoring. This involves conducting regular security evaluations and continuous monitoring of suppliers to ensure compliance with security standards. It's not a one-time check, but an ongoing process to maintain visibility into your supplier security practices. 2. Minimum security requirements. Establish and enforce baseline security requirements for all suppliers and service providers. This sets a clear standard for what you expect from your supply chain partners and helps ensure a consistent level of security across your ecosystem. 3. Service level requirements. Define and include specific security-related performance criteria in your service level agreements. This makes security an explicit, measurable part of your supplier relationships and helps ensure that security is maintained throughout service delivery. 4. Silicon root of trust. Implement hardware-based security measures to ensure the authenticity and integrity of hardware components. This technology provides a foundation for trusted computing by establishing a chain of trust from the hardware level up. Physically unclonable function, or PUF. Use unique hardware-based identifiers to enhance the security of devices and prevent counterfeiting. PUFs leverage the inherent variations in physical components to create unique fingerprints for devices, making them extremely difficult to clone or tamper with, especially important when storing private keys. 6. Software Bill of Materials, SBOM. Maintain an inventory of software components to ensure transparency and identify potential vulnerabilities. An SBOM provides visibility into the components that make up software products, helping organizations quickly identify and address vulnerabilities when they're discovered. These mitigations represent a multi-layered approach to supply chain security. They combine organizational practices, contractual measures, and technological solutions to address the various risks we discussed earlier. As you prepare for the CISSP exam, consider how mitigations might be applied in different scenarios. Think about how they interact with other security domains such as asset management, third-party management, and software development security. Remember, the CISSP exam focuses your ability to apply these security concepts in real-world situations to evaluate which mitigation strategies might be the most effective in different supply chains and risk scenarios. All right, summarizing, we talked about identifying supply chain risks and being aware of threats like product tampering, counterfeits, and hardware implants. We discussed evaluating suppliers, conducting thorough assessments and continuous monitoring. We talked about implementing security requirements, enforcing minimum standards to include security in our service level agreements. And we discussed using some advanced security measures like incorporating technologies such as silicon roots of trust, PUFs, and SBOMs. So remember, supply chain security is not an isolated concept, and it's deeply interconnected with many other domains. Remember to test your knowledge with the prompt included here and play with it, tweak it around. If Larry didn't go deep enough, tell them that. All right, good luck.